Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to YouTube channel English Literature. In the respective video, we are going to talk about Love in the Time of Cholera, which is a classic work of a literary fiction by the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature, Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This novel was published in Spanish in 1985 and translated into English in 1988 by Edith Grossman. The novel was adapted into a film in 2007, which was nominated for several awards, including an Oscar and a Globe. So, this was the minor introduction of the book. Now, let's start our plot summary. Love in the Time of Cholera is set in northern Colombia during the late 1800s to the early 1900s. The plot follows three main characters, Fermina Deza and her two lovers, Florentino Ariza and Dr. Juvenal Urbino. You can see their names on the slide. The novel begins in the final years of Fermina Deza and Dr. Juvenal Urbino's marriage. Fermina is 72 years old and Urbino is 80 years old, and the doctor begins his last day of life, Pentecost Sunday, attending to the suicide of his chess opponent and friend, Jeremiah de Saint-Amour. He then attends a party before returning home to prepare for Saint-Amour's funeral. At home, Urbino's prized parrot hides in a mango tree. When Urbino tries to capture the bird, he falls off a ladder and dies. At her husband's wake, Florentino Ariza appears and declares his undying love for more than 50 years to the newly widowed Fermina Deza. After that, the novel goes back in time to Fermina Deza's girlhood and her blooming love for Florentino Ariza. Her father brings her to an unnamed city in an attempt to transform her into a proper society lady, and he is deeply disappointed when a romance flourishes in hidden letters between middle class Florentino Ariza and his daughter. The pair's romance inspires such a depth of love in Florentino Ariza that his mother worries he has cholera. The couple communicate through letters. In one of her letters, Fermina Deza agrees to marry Florentino Ariza. When her headmistress finds out about their engagement, a series of events lead Fermina Deza's father to take her on a 3-year excursion to the province where she was born to encourage her to forget her unsuitable lover. Without her father's knowledge, however, Fermina Deza maintains her romance via telegram. When she sees Florentino Ariza again in the Arcade of Scribes, she decides her young love was an illusion and breaks off the engagement herself. On the other hand, Florentino Ariza is sick with love and he nearly leaves the city before deciding to remain close to his sweetheart. He devotes himself to her in love, though over the course of 50 years, he has more than 600 romantic contacts with other women. Meanwhile, Fermina Deza contracts an illness and meets Dr. Juvenal Urbino. He pursues her with her father's support, and eventually the pair marry despite her initial hatred of the doctor. Now the novel covers the next 50 years. Fermina Deza has two children. She travels often to Europe and she becomes a high society woman despite her lowly beginnings. Florento, sorry, Florentino Ariza, meanwhile, rises to prominence as the president of a riverboat company. In his later years, he takes on a young ward named America Vishuna, who becomes his final lover. After Juvenal Urbino's death, Fermina Deza sent Florentino a nasty letter, but their relationship slowly evolves into a friendship and a romance. At the end of the novel, despite the warnings of her children, Fermina Deza take a long river cruise with Florentino Ariza, in which they finally consummate their 50-year love. On that river journey, America Vishona kills herself when she loses Florentino Ariza's love. America's suicide does not distract Florentino Ariza and Fermina Daza from their love, and the novel ends as Florentino Ariza suggests they fly the cholera flag aboard the ship to avoid all human contact so that they can sail up and down the river alone in their love forever. That's all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video will prove helpful for you. Stay tuned with us and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.